Hi, I'm Penney Peirce, and I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about my book, Frequency. Here it is, The Power of Personal Vibration. This has been a really popular book for many years. It just keeps selling and keeps gaining popularity. But I really wrote it at a time when we were just experiencing this constant acceleration of energy on the planet, like everything seems to be going faster and faster and faster. And I noticed that our bodies were also seeming to go faster and faster, and time was going faster, and repercussions to our actions would happen faster. And so I started to look into that intuitively, and it realized that was really the cause of this paradigm shift and this sense of personal transformation. And then that's really fascinated me. So basically, I wrote this book because we were all getting to the point where we could understand that we were not just solid objects separated by empty space, but we were vibrational beings, that inside of us, everything is vibrating, and inside of the tree and the room and the carpet and the walls and everything is vibrating, but simply at different frequencies. So we're just swimming in this sea of different vibrational rates and frequencies. And we're swimming in the non-physical version of those energies that are like thought and emotion and feeling and patterns of thought. And then the physicalization of those frequencies, which is slower, and it causes the material world. It's the world of form. So it's a fascinating study, and I go through many aspects of how to work with energy and vibration. It's like everything is resonating, and we resonate, so that we have a tendency, if you look outside of yourself, to try to match frequencies with other people. I think it's kind of a tribal thing or a safety thing, where we don't want to get rejected, so we'll copy everybody and all, vibrate together. But there is a feeling then when you go outside of yourself that you'll change your vibration all the time and match anything you're around, even a room or a house or a physical place. And then you don't know who you are, because you're just frequency matching everything constantly. So the other side of that then is your home frequency, which is the vibration of you, your core energy. Sometimes I call it the soul in the body. It's the light in a baby's eyes. It's probably the frequency that you have had in all your lifetimes, if you believe in lifetimes. And it's sometimes I call it your preferred state, where you feel really good about yourself and you're open and you're, learning and, surprised and so forth. And so in the book, I talk a lot about finding your home frequency and saturating with it and how that will change your life. And, I wanted to read you a little bit about the chapters, because each chapter is really full of information, and the whole book is kind of like a guidebook, a roadmap on how to work with energy information. Because as the world accelerates, we're all becoming very ultra sensitive, empathic. We're picking up energy before it becomes verbal through our bodies and through vibration. So we need to become conscious of that. So anyway, the chapters the first part of it is all about our phoenix-like transformation. And in the early stage, I'm describing what are the stages of the transformation process. What are we going through today because of this increasing vibration on the planet? I think you'll recognize a lot of the things that have been happening to you and your friends when you look at this. And then I talk about living among the frequencies, which is all kinds of vibrations that we're, adapting to, and even the brainwave, alpha, beta, so forth. And then the third chapter is to become aware of your feeling habits, because our emotions can be contracted and fear-based, which makes them slow and low vibrational. And even it stops the flow sometimes when you get really stuck. Or they can be very open and fluid, and then a lot of higher energy can flow through and higher consciousness can flow through. So we need to look at where we might be blocking that higher frequency. So that's the third chapter. The fourth is freeing yourself from negative vibrations. So how do you get unstuck? So lots of exercises and things to do with a journal in here. Very useful. Then the next chapter is feeling your home frequency. Well, how do you find it? And I offer a number of different ways where you can learn to tune into that. And then after you can feel it and recognize it, you can choose it again and again and again when you get off purpose. So then the next chapter after that is feeling into life with conscious sensitivity. So a lot of what we're doing with energy now is we're not thinking about it with our left brain. We're actually merging with it and feeling into things and almost becoming one with them through a kind of conscious communion experience. So it's very important to learn how to do that and also to stay within your own center so you don't get overwhelmed and kind of get lost in the energies. The next chapter is on mastering relationship resonance. So how does frequency affect all your relationships? And how do you keep them on track? And after that, finding upscale solutions, choices, and plans. Because we have a new way of thinking about problems and solutions and how to even make a plan. With a vibration, you don't plan 5 years out into the future. You're in the present moment and you're checking with these different vibrations constantly. So finding upscale solutions. And then the next chapter, chapter 9, is about creating a high frequency life. So a lot of guidelines there for kind of rethinking a lot of the way you do things. And finally, the last one is accelerating toward transparency. And you may know that my latest book actually is called Transparency. It finally got there. I had been aiming toward it, I guess, for a couple of previous books. But the idea that you will clear yourself of your fear and your clutter and your, negativity and low frequency thoughts and beliefs and wounds and emotions, so that you are able to just transmit the soul and the collective consciousness of the higher realms as well to create things here on Earth. So I hope you enjoy the book. It's one of my favorite ones that I've written, and I read it, I pick it up and look at it, and I think, oh, did I write that? Oh, that's so interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Frequência vibracional da Penney Peirce. A Penney Peirce é uma americana, ela está viva, ela é um anjo, ela é um doce, ela é uma quase iluminada, é super discreta, uma pessoa, sabe, super na dela. Ela tem um canal no YouTube, procurem o canal dela, quem fala inglês, super humilde, assim, e que tem um conhecimento absurdo. Ela é a maior autoridade em intuição no mundo, ela tem uma escola de intuição. E nesse livro ela fala tudo sobre frequência, ela fez um estudo profundo sobre frequência, ela vai te ajudar a discernir quando é a voz do seu ego falando com você, quando é a voz da sua intuição falando com você, tudo isso tem aqui, tá? Ela disseca esse universo da frequência de uma maneira incrível. Ela fala, por exemplo, sobre uma forma da gente perceber quando os eventos vão acontecer, né? Ela explica que os eventos emitem ondas, né, dentro do espaço-tempo. Então você consegue, antes de um evento, por exemplo, catastrófico acontecer, ou dramático acontecer, você recebe essa onda antes desse evento acontecer. Tanto para o passado quanto para o futuro, esse evento ele emite ondas, né? E ela explica nesse livro como você faz para acessar isso, né, para entender isso. Compre os livros da Penney, essa mulher é absolutamente incrível, eu acho absurdo ela ser tão discreta, né, com tanto conhecimento, porque esse conhecimento dela é pro mundo, né, da vontade de... Eu já quis trazer ela pro Brasil uma vez, eu fiz uma consulta com ela, enlouqueci com ela, de tanto conhecimento que ela tem. E quem sabe eu ainda não traga ou não indique, né, para alguém que possa trazê-la para o Brasil para fazer uma palestra, porque é muito conhecimento, é muita pesquisa, anos de pesquisa. Ela já trabalhou para o FBI, ela foi uma daquelas sensitivas, sabe, que quando uma pessoa morre ou quando tem um caso muito difícil de descobrir como aconteceu, ela pegava o objeto da pessoa e conseguia sentir onde a pessoa estava, ou se a pessoa estava morta, onde estava o corpo da pessoa. Ela trabalhou anos para o FBI fazendo isso, né? Frequência vibracional, absolutamente incrível. Não tem uma página desse livro que não seja incrível.